This is me doing moon kind of things. It's not really very moony, is it? No. Anyway, welcome to this very tiny little workshop on Chandra Namaskar. So Chandra Namaskar is the yin to our very yang Surya Namaskar A and B. So they are very upward and outward, and we face the short end of our yoga mat as we move through Surya Namaskar A and B. Chandra Namaskar is Moon Salutation, so it's much lower and slower, and we're working on the lateral plane, so the longer side of our mat. So it's very much more a yin practice, low, slow, grounded and connected, so which is really, really beautiful. Chandra Namaskar is a quietening sequence that invites you to bow and cultivate the moon's soothing lunar energy. So it's a really beautiful practice if you're just not feeling like you have this like enormous amount of energy and you just want to go a little bit low and a little bit slower. It's beautiful for when you're on your moon cycle, so when you're menstruating. If you just feel a little bit tired and run down, it can be a little bit more soothing in its approach, so which is really fabulous. Chandra Namaskar depicts the moon or the feminine side of the energy of the human body, so that's really a beautiful sentiment as well. Since the moon is cooling and soothing, this sequence can be practiced during full moon, new moon, in the evening, but there's no hard and fast rules. Like anything in our yoga asana arsenal, you can do this practice at any given time. So why do we do Chandra Namaskar? It's a little bit of hip opening. So the practice of the moon salutation, actually, because it's a lateral movement, meaning that we're moving side to side as opposed to front and back, which we find in our Surya Namaskar, works deeper into our hips and increasing flexibility and mobility there, and also stretching of the hamstrings. So that's this long muscle in the back of the leg just here. It also works into the hips, so that's in here, and the adductor muscle on the inside of the thigh. Now you'd like to think that this is someone else's leg? No, it's actually mine. I'm going to put it back now. So it's also heart opening. So the variation of the moon salutation that I share with you, Chandra Namaskar here, we find ourselves in Anjaneyasana asana and lifting up, bending to the side. So as we lift up through this area of the heart space and we extend the arms, this works into the Anahata chakra or heart chakra. So really beautiful for heart opening. So giving and receiving of love. So that's really beautiful. The practice of Chandra Namaskar is around chakra balancing. So the first three chakras, as we're low down to the ground, are stimulated with the hip opening and the forward bending shapes. Then the fourth and fifth chakras are stimulated with the back bend and the opening of the shoulders and arms, and the last three chakras are stimulated with the forward folds, the forward bends and the side bends. So with each body position as you move through the lateral planes, and there is a little bit facing the short end of the mat in that forward and backward, you are going to find that that plays an important role in balancing out your chakras. These are our subtle energy systems within the body. And I'm not going to dive too deep into that now, but as you start to move low and slow through this practice and find this very balancing moon salutation or Chandra Namaskar, you'll feel quite balanced after you move through this. And if you move through it, say, half a dozen times, getting lower and deeper into your Skandasana and your side moves and opening up the side body. It's really beautiful for the breath as you move in and open up the side ribs here, allowing for expansion of the lungs as you open up the intercostal muscles that sit in between the ribs. So a really beautiful expression for the whole body all over. So for the ladies, the practice of moon salutation builds the feminine side of the body that's essential to cool and calm the body. So women can benefit with this practice to improve health and fertility. It also decreases energy, the levels of energy within women. So sometimes if we're really up here in the head, this moon salutation, as we connect in with the breath and work through the chakras, brings us back to a more grounded, connected space. It's also super beautiful for anxiety and stress. So if you're, again, up here, woo, pussing, like traveling in that dizziness or that craziness, you've got those ruminations happening up here, getting out of that space and working through the chakras and balancing that. It's like a super duper relief. So since the body is stretched in each and every different direction in this calming flow, the vagal system is activated, and that balances all systems, including respiratory, circulatory, digestive, reproductive, and your central nervous system. The vagus nerve from the back of the head, the wandering nerve, longest nerve in the body, goes all the way down to the gut. So that's how you can see that that connection from the Muladhara chakra all the way to the crown chakra is connected in this beautiful Chandra Namaskar or Moon Salutation. So in your PDF workbook, you'll notice that I have got a diagram of the Moon Salutation in there, just in the same way that we did for, this is me swatting a mozzie, Surya Namaskar A and B. So you can work through that, and then in the next video just after this, we work through Chandra Namaskar, and I'll be able to walk you through or talk you through that. So my yogi friends, that is Chandra Namaskar. I hope you've enjoyed this very short tutorial. This is me doing a little bit of moon activity. And when we get to Om Triambakam, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into some of the mythology around the moon, which that story I really actually love, and I genuinely hope that you enjoy it too and enjoy that mantra. I will see you in our Chandra Namaskar flow. See you on the next tutorial.